Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new YouTube video and it is going to be a complete cooking video. As I had said, I'm gonna make sheer khurma, so today I am filming that video. I'm just gonna make little, and so that it is also going to be easy for you for the measurements. I'll write all the measurements in the description below. So before starting, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you can be notified, and if you enjoy the video, give a thumbs up at the end. So I'll show you what all ingredients we need for sheer khurma. So let's go. So these are all the ingredients that you need. Firstly, I'm only going to take 1 liter of milk. You can, it's totally up to you whether you want full fat, low fat, but I'm going to use full fat. So you need evaporated milk. This small can is 170 ml. Then you need condensed milk. I mean, the can is 400 grams, but you actually don't need 400 grams. I'm taking 1 liter, so I might just add 1/4 or half. So it might be around 100 or 150 ml of condensed milk. Then you need vanilla extract, vanilla drops, need sugar. I'm just going to take half or 1 cup as I'm actually using condensed milk, so you might not need a lot of sugar, but I've taken like around half a cup of sugar. I mean, if you want your sheer khurma to be more sweet, you can obviously add more condensed milk or more sugar. I'm taking evaporated milk because I don't have khoya that we usually use. I mean, I've seen a couple of videos how to make that, but honestly I add this and it really tastes exactly the same how it is made at my home in India. So I mean, this is my recipe, and I mean, if you want really good taste, the only thing is you have to keep it on simmer and keep stirring it, and you have to simmer it a lot till it becomes little bit pinkish. That's all. And then you need sevai. I've taken like these sevai. These are already fried, I think, but I'm going to bhuno it. So I have these sevai. I'm not going to add a lot, just maybe 50 grams or 100, because I'm not taking a lot of milk. Then for dry fruits, you need pista and you need almond. You can obviously add whatever dry fruits you want. A lot of people also add dry dates and even sliced coconut, but I mean, at my home we usually don't add that. We only use pista and almond. We don't even use cashew nuts. I don't think anyone uses cashew nuts, but I'm just going to eyeball the dry fruits how much ever I want to use. And obviously you need ghee, maybe 1 or 1.5 tablespoon of ghee, to just roast it a little bit. And you just need a big pan to make the sheer khurma. So actually that is all that we need for sheer khurma, and it is very easy. You just need to keep an eye on the milk because you don't want it to burn, because if it slightly starts burning at the bottom, your sheer khurma will taste, I mean, it will taste really bad. So just keep an eye on the sheer khurma, on the milk, and keep stirring it continuously. So let's start with the sheer khurma, and please avoid this. I mean, it is so bad. Anyways, let's start with the cooking. Now I have taken the milk in a pan. I've poured it in a pan, and now I'm just going to keep it on medium high flame, not on very high flame, but medium high flame, and I will let it boil. And after it boils, we will start adding different ingredients. So now I'm just keeping it to boil, and you need to stir the milk continuously so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. So I'm just going to stir it continuously, and then when it starts to boil, then I'll show you what all we need to add. So I mean, let it just boil. I don't really know whether you can see, but it is now starting to boil, but I want it to boil completely. And after it starts boiling completely, I'm going to add my evaporated milk and condensed milk and sugar, and just keep stirring. I mean, you just need to stir and just stir. So it's starting to boil. I mean, I'm holding the camera in my left hand and I'm stirring the spoon with the right hand, and I'm just going to let it boil now, and then we'll add the evaporated milk. Now as you can see, the milk has started to boil. Now I'm going to add the evaporated milk. I'm going to add 1 full can. It's only around 170 or 160 ml, so that's not a lot, and I'm just going to stir it. I'm going to add one thing at a time because I don't want it to burn and stick to the bottom, so I'm just putting one thing at a time. And as you can see, as soon as I added the evaporated milk, it started to change the color. I mean, the color is now light yellow shade. I mean, not very yellow, but I mean creamish shade. So I mean, if you have taken 1 liter of milk, you can add 1 can of evaporated milk, and if you have taken 2 liters, you can add 2 can. So I mean, everyone has a different taste of what shirkhurma they usually eat at their home. So the one which we make is usually, I can't say it's rich, but I mean, I don't even know how to explain the taste. But at the end, when you are done, you just need to keep it on a simmer for about 15-20 minutes, so it thickens up a little bit. You don't want it to be very watery, and not even very thick. But I mean, I'll show you the consistency that I usually go for, and what my mom and my puppy and my khala, they all used to make. I'm gonna show you that. Now I'm going to add sugar. This is like half a cup. I'm just going to add that much and just stir. Then I'm going to add just 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and again just keep stirring it. Now I'm just going to simmer it for maybe 10 minutes, and then when I'm going to start roasting the dry fruits, I will actually show you that part as well, because obviously that's the main thing in shirkhurma. So now I'm just going to simmer it for maybe 10 minutes, then I'll be right back. Okay, now in a pan I'm going to take like 1 tablespoon of ghee. I mean, I use ghee only during making shirkhurma. I never use ghee. I mean, I don't like the taste of it. We don't use ghee, but we only use ghee just for roasting this dry fruit and the sevai for shirkhurma, and that's actually all. Sorry guys, the camera was actually not recording. So I've just taken 1 tablespoon of ghee. I've kept it on a slow flame. Then I've added the sevai as I showed you, and I've added pista and almond, and I'm going to keep it on a low flame and let it roast for a couple of minutes, and just keep stirring it because it will burn really quickly if you, I mean, if you keep it on a high flame, it will burn really quickly. So just keep stirring it and stir it till it gets nice and golden brown. Now guys, this is how I want. It is not very brown, and I like it this way. So we are actually done with roasting the dry fruits and the sevai, and now I'm slowly going to add this in the milk. And now I'm just going to stir it, and now I'm going to simmer it for about maybe 10-15 minutes more. When we are done, I'm going to show you how it looks. But now we are actually done with the shirkhurma. This is the only process that people usually do, and if you make less quantity, it is very simple and very easy to make, and it won't take a lot of time. But just keep this on simmer for around 10-15 minutes. So now I'm just going to let it simmer, and then I'll meet you maybe after 10 or 15 minutes. So guys, the shirkhurma is ready. I just switched off the flame. So this is how it looks. I just kept it on simmer for 10 minutes and it got pretty thick. So this is how the shirkhurma that I make, and I have learned it from my mom, my khala, my puppies, and from my sister. We all usually make this, but the only difference is in India we used to use khoya and not evaporated milk. I didn't have the khoya, so I added the evaporated milk, but it really tastes the same. The only important thing is you just need to keep it on a simmer for a bit long, so that it looks like this color and not the typical white color. I like the ones which gets a little bit more yellowish pinkish color. So this is how it looks. And I forgot to show you the consistency. This is how the consistency is. It is not very thin and is not very thick. I mean, if you keep it in a fridge for around 3-4 days, it will start getting thick, and the same way will absorb all the milk. But this is usually the consistency that I like to keep my sheer khurma. I'm just going to serve it in a bowl and then show it to you.